Hi everybody, Dominic Rubino here. Welcome to cabinetmakerprofitsystem.com. We have just launched the podcast. The website is under construction as we speak, so if you go check it out, you'll see an under construction page. Keep checking back, it's coming. And I wanted to put together this little audio/video, depending on how you want to see it, so you understood a little bit more about who is cabinetmakerprofitsystem.com, what do we do, who's Dominic Rubino, and why would you care? And I don't know if you care, but I'll do about 10 minutes here about myself and what we're doing for you on cabinetmakerprofitsystem.com. First of all, it's a community just for cabinet makers, architectural woodworkers, joiners, carpentry shops, woodworking shops. Maybe you make billiards tables, caskets. I've worked with all those kinds of companies. So where do I start? We'll start at the beginning. I grew up in a trades house. My dad is an Italian immigrant, and he was a journeyman fabricator, a welder, and he would build truck bodies on the truck chassis. So you buy a new truck with just a chassis, and my dad put the truck on the back. And I used to, my whole life, growing up at the dinner table, I would hear my dad complaining about all these kids with their tickets, and they don't know how to do anything. They don't know how to weld, they don't know how to install an overhead door, and here I am, he said, no ticket, and I'm showing them. And to be honest, my dad was the guy in your shop who would fire every assistant you put with him. And I'm sure you've got guys like that in your shop right now that can't work with anybody. But at the same time, they always entrusted my dad with the tough jobs. And he was very proud of what he did. I know that's not woodwork, but that's where I started understanding the trades mentality, which is around the dinner table. And, then I went and worked for my uncle Julio, in construction. And I was a grunt. I just carried wood around. I love the smell of cut wood. Oh, man, there's nothing nicer. Although being outside on a day that's raining, when you've got your hand up holding a wall, the water comes in here and goes out the other leg, and you know exactly where that water's been when it comes out the opposite leg. So did a lot of construction. Then during university, I had a couple of painting companies, and I specialized in residential repaint. And so many of the same difficulties that you have, finding the right people, finding people who are going to show up on time, it really comes down to attitude. I can teach you skill. I can't teach you attitude. I can't teach you what you should have learned at your kitchen table in your house. And I think a lot of us have that same challenge, is that the right people really have the right attitude before they have the skills. We can teach them the skills. Anyways, that's my background. I even had a Christmas light installation company called the Yo Ho Ho Light Co. I like to have fun. My painting company was called Letterman Home Services. And that always got a couple of laughs, and had a lot of fun doing that. Anyways, after university, I went into sales and sales management, and I managed large territories for a special division of the phone company. But that's actually where I learned what I'm talking to you about now, because I would go into smaller communities, outside of the big cities, and we'd work with our partner companies on improving their business operations, really, so they could sell more of our telecom stuff. And I started working with the owners of these companies in smaller towns and showing them how to improve operations, sales, management, accounts receivable, all of those things. And so I started learning it and passing it on. It worked really well, and I did pretty well in that. But the entrepreneurial bug had bitten me. I told you I worked for my uncle. He was an entrepreneur. I didn't know the word back then. I just knew he was a business owner. Coolest uncle. Why can't I be like him? And so I decided to go into business for myself. And what I did is I became... I started a couple of different companies, as you know, with the painting and stuff, but eventually I became a business coach because I love this. I didn't know business coaching existed when I started 18 years ago. So the year 2000 is when I started, and I absolutely loved it. And I started working with lots of different clients. I remember the conversation when I first started was, are you going to work with white-collar clients or blue-collar clients? And like everybody, moth to a flame, I went to the white-collar clients, the law firms, the accounting firms, the insurance agencies. If you ever meet me and we shake hands, you're going to laugh because I have very soft office hands, but I'm still a trades guy. Anyways, I didn't like it. I didn't like coaching those guys. The drama, the BS, the never telling it straight. I get through it as a business coach, but trades guys, working with trades companies, a guy that builds billiard tables will just tell you you're full of shit if he doesn't believe your idea. I shouldn't have sworn. We might have to take that out in case you have your kids in the car listening. Sorry. But that's what he'd say. You might say it anyway, so maybe we'll leave it in. I like that because I don't have time. I'm a reality business coach. I deal with reality. I don't like theory. Let's get to the point. Let's figure out what has to be done and do it, respecting that you're still running a company and things have to, still happen while you're trying to make changes. So anyways, I started specializing in blue collar, more trades-based companies in my coaching. But I've had a varied career on the entrepreneurship side. So one of the things I did through business coaching is that I saw the results I was getting for all of my clients. And I thought, I'm getting my clients great results. I'm showing them how to double their income and take more time off. Maybe I can do that on the side while I'm running this coaching practice. And so I did. And one of the companies that I started grew quite large. I had it up to 160 staff. And I sold that after 4 years I did okay. And then I started another company in the business coaching space because I know business coaching. That was my new trade. What I'm really good at is teaching business coaches how to be business coaches, because you can't BS people. You've just got to get to the point and show the business owner how to make the changes they want to make. It's not my company, it's theirs, but they have to take it in their direction, and I can show them how to do that. So I built that franchise organization up to 250 franchisees, and I've just recently sold that too. So I'm unemployed, I guess. No, I'm doing what I love. I love business coaching. What I don't like is traveling. My normal life would be get up Monday, fly, come home Thursday, see my kids Friday, Saturday. Sunday, I get ready to fly again. I'm done with that. I don't want to do it. I love my family. I married my wife because I love her. I want to be home. So I'm done with that. I'm going to work from here, doing what I know how to do, which is helping others grow their businesses. I don't want this to go too long. We're already 6 minutes in. You're getting a sense of who I am and what I do. Maybe go for another 3 or 4 minutes here. But from that, I decided that the next stage of my life would be working with the businesses that I like to work with. I like straight shooters. I like people that don't BS. I don't mind swearing and yelling in a meeting if it's called for, but I also appreciate guys that have the go to it and get it done attitude. And that's what I find with trades, especially cabinet makers and woodworkers. I don't know why. You guys are just built differently because you build stuff and you want to see it done, and then you go deal with deficiencies. And so what that means is that in your head, you guys get a problem, blueprints, solve the problem multiple times during production. You go install the problem so you're tied to the actual finished product, but then you own it when you have to go back and fix the deficiencies. So there's no passing the buck in this industry. You guys own it all the way through. And I'm not sure if you know, but I've certainly worked with lots of clients who didn't recognize that what you make for people is the first thing they see when they wake up and the last thing they see when they go to bed. And that has an impact on people, whether you know it or not. You're building their environment where they're going to raise their family, where they're going to raise their kids, where they have good times and bad times. And that's what you guys do. And I like that. I like having that kind of impact. So I created cabinetmakerprofitsystem.com as a community just for the owners of woodworking shops, carpentry shops, cabinet making shops. If you build stuff with wood that you're proud of and you love, then you're going to find the information for business improvement here. This website, this podcast is just for owners. That's it. I'm not even going to be shy about it. If you are growing your business, you want to pass the business on to your kids, you've just bought a woodworking shop and you want to grow it, then this is where you're going to find the information. I'll be talking about things that matter to guys that build stuff out of wood. Time issues, both personal time for you and internal time optimization, getting things out the door faster, smoother, better, cheaper. Team, so getting the right people, training the people, how to do employee reviews, all that stuff that you need to just hold it all together. So we've got time, we've got team, we've got money. You were asking about the money. I show people how to make more money. People usually come and talk to me because they want to make more money and work less. Sometimes they're shy to say that, but that's exactly what you say to a guy like me. I want to make more money and I want to work less. Show me how or you're gone. See, that's what I like, that kind of stuff. So we've got time, we've got team, we've got money, and then we've got strategy. I mentioned this already, but you've got either exit strategy or growth strategy. Exit strategy is called succession planning, if I can say that. So if you want to pass this business on to your kids or your management team or sell it because you're done. Or if you've got a growth plan, you've just bought it, and you're saying, hey, we've got some opportunity here. We want to start moving into other markets. I'm the guy you would talk to about that. And so that's what you'll hear here on this website and on our podcast. So everything here is going to be for you as an owner to grow the business you want the way you want to grow it, because you guys are here to change the world just like I am. You're employing people. You're making a difference in your community. You care about what you produce, same as me. So thank you for checking in. That's a little bit about me. Please stay tuned to the podcast. Like this video, share it. If you've got a business partner, share it with them. It's going to be pretty exciting. I will be doing interviews with other experts in the field. Now, here's what I can tell you about those experts. You're not going to hear sales pitches on our podcast. We don't need that. You're going to hear information on how to make things better. You know, one of the interviews I have lined up is with a financial crimes expert who's going to show us something that happens far too many times, which is the signs of embezzlement in your company. It's crazy. It even sounds like a hard way to start, but it's important. I'm also going to show you how to increase profits in your business, how to do proper employee reviews, how to have a better working relationship with your business partner. I've had business partners in all of my companies. And so through the experience of being a coach and working with partners, I'm going to share that here with you. So share this video, like this video, download the audio. We're on iTunes and soon we'll be on Stitcher, iCloud, Google Play, etc. And just get part of the conversation. This is not your general woodworking conversation. This is for the owners, the guys who own shops who've got to get stuff done and want to make more money doing it and have some time to drive a better golf cart to a nicer golf course off a nicer condo, or if you like fishing and hunting like me, you want to have a different truck with a nicer quad on the back to go to a different cottage on a different lake. Whatever floats your boat, you come to me and we'll talk about it, okay? So thank you very much for checking in. I'll stop here. Please take part in the community. Share this with your friends. Share this with your colleagues. And let's see if we can't change the world just like I try to do every day. Have a great one. Once again, my name is Dominic Rubino, and this is cabinetmakerprofitsystem.com.